So rising everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm your Chakra priestess here to do a reading on, let's say, Judge Mathis. Let's start with him first because I have a long list of readings that I like to do on celebrities. Erica Mena is one, Cardi B, Judge Mathis, of course, Kanye, Mr. Beast, and Celine Dion. Just to name a few. So let's go ahead and get down with the get down. So Judge Mathis, he is getting, well, his wife has initiated the divorce after being together for 39 years. And that is like forever in this day and age. So let's see what comes out. For Judge Mathis, we got Femme Fatale and Guide. Let's go ahead and pull for the wife. What's going on with the wife? What's her energy looking like? And by the way, this is being recorded on August 24th, 2024. Rebel and Slave at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so with Judge Mathis, we got Femme Fatale. With the highlights stating highlights erotic energy of the feminine, or opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Ooh, interesting. Shadow attributes is stating inappropriate use of sensuality or attachment to money and power. Okay. What I want to say about this card, I see red being highlighted, so it's definitely within the root. It's definitely within the root. Money, material, and those things. And then this is the first time I'm seeing this card coming out from this deck. And then we have Guide at the bottom of the deck with a light attribute stating represents the nature of the divine in life and yourself, with shadow attribute face with it's saying places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. And this is like in a dark, like between, this is like indigo. So I'm going to say the third eye chakra is being highlighted with him. So both of these cards is signifying money. Both of these cards is talking about money, control. Interesting. Within the guidebook with this Femme Fatale is talking about Black Widow, flirt, siren, seductress, and enchantress. But it represents a highly refined skills at manipulating men both sexually and financially without investing personal emotion. Sometimes as the twist of symbolically offing her quest. And it's like the characteristic of this card. And also we have positive aspect manifest as opening the heart when the male object rejects her manipulation and dependency. And then with the shadow aspect, it goes into saying wants only to acquire more men and more money. So we need to look for a pattern of manipulative behavior and acquisitiveness. Okay, so those are the things we got to look out for when it comes to Judge Mathis. With the cards that came out for him. With the guide, it's talking about guru, sage, crone, wise woman, spiritual master, evangelist, and preacher. With the teacher of religious beliefs and practices, as well as spiritual principle of seeing the divine in every aspect of life. You don't have to be a professional teacher or guru to have this archetype. Crone is just representing a wise woman, a sage representing the ripening of insight and acceptance of what is. And the shadow guide manifests televangelists, gurus, priests who place financial gain and actual gratification over imparting spiritual insight. So basically like profit over people type of deal. And then of course looking for a far as like this card, look for a continuing pattern of guiding others based on your own spiritual insights. Now with the wife, her cards are coming out as the rebel, so it seems like the heart chakra is highlighted in this portion with the lighter shade of green of challenges authority to affect social change or reject spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Also rejects illegitimate authority out of anger or rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. Things to look out for with this particular card is a lifelong pattern of rebelling against the establishment. But even if the rebel isn't part of your intimate circle, you probably have to do some extent and should pay attention to it. Meanwhile, we have slave that came out for the bottom of the deck with the wife of surrendering power of choice to the divine with complete trust. And then of course we have the darker hue of the red, so that's signifying the root chakra region for her. And then the shadow is stating giving your will power to an external authority outside of fear of making your own choices. So of course with this particular card, we need to look out for, does she have a history of becoming a slave to the system, or is slavery part of her genetic history? All right. Very interesting so far for these two. Now on to the hidden blockages of these two, starting with Judge Mathis. We have a circle of friends. His inner circle is having a negative impact on his life, could be a factor. So he needs to reevaluate his friendships, seeing which ones align with his aligns with him, and let go of the others that are getting into the way of your life. Okay, whether it could be career wise, your relationship with your family, your wife, etc., etc. Meanwhile, we have waiting to be saved that's at the top. Others may help you, but it's still on you to generate your own success. So he needs to be his own savior. Believe in who you are and realize that you are more powerful than you know. Dare to go after what you want and be your own savior. Meanwhile, we have the incurious shadow at the bottom of the deck appearing for Judge Mathis with either being not curious or observant or willingly blind or not learning some lessons. So there are some lessons that he is turning a blind eye to, possibly, which require him to take action. And if he continues to ignore it, well, it's going to continue to grow until that lesson is learned. Now with his wife, let's see what some hidden blockages with her. We have ignoring little details coming out for her. Ignoring the details that can make a major difference. So she needs to be able to appreciate the details. Use the small stuff to her advantage while everyone ignores it, because the small stuff hidden, the extra stuff will separate her from the rest and get her ahead in the future. So she needs to pay attention to some small details. We do have the vulgar shadow coming out at the top of the deck, or presenting itself at the top of the deck for her, with being rude, maybe being rude, inappropriate, harsh, no filter, cutting blunt. So how she presents herself is how people first view herself. What is she showcasing? We have the blamer shadow appearing at the bottom of the deck for her as well, blaming others for their mistakes. Unaccountable, me against the world type of attitude, possibly. But on the flip side, fighting the urge to blame others for your situation by thinking about what you could learn if you accept responsibility. Now, following suit behind that blamer shadow card is the solar plexus chakra that's being highlighted here. May experience some low self-esteem or overly rigid or controlling behavior. So I'll slide that to the side. And then at the top we have the beginner syndrome, that was after the vulgar shadow card. Dreading the beginner phase stops you from getting to a higher level. And it's okay to be a newbie. It's okay to be a newbie, especially when it comes to divorcing. So I'll slide that to the side as well. Moving forward, we are going to get some further messages. Is this at the, okay. We're going to get some further messages. I enjoyed the life of having X with several. Ooh. Already, I see. This mistake cost me what matters. So it's probably been vocalized that this particular mistake has caused what matters, possibly having the player life. Lastly, shadow work is needed, coming out flying with the root chakra being highlighted. Of course, it's being advised to invest your money wisely. The divine is asking for them to invest their money wisely, and they don't love you like I do. They don't love you like it's giving Mary J. Blige. I can love you better than she can. It's giving that, okay? And look at that, solar plexus. So that may play a factor into that. It has the ego, the pride, and the self-esteem is being not questioned, but it's on the line right now. Some hidden truths. What could be some hidden truths with Judge Mathis and his wife? There is some obsession and addictions or addictions. Look at that. Look at that. Come on, confirmation. Come on, spirit. Pride. Pride is in the way. There's some fantasy and seductions. Dang. She is contemplating. She has been contemplating. There's some sort of attraction. Is there someone new? Is there someone new? There's some planning. She's probably been planning this for a long periodically time. But it's going to bring some sense of wholeness with her. All right. Okay. 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 All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's figure out what's the T. What could also be the T? There's some creeping. Somebody sleeping in my missing. Same ish every day. Same old. Just a different day. I've been trying to get it each and every way. Mama need a house. Baby needs some. Times are getting hard. This all I'ma do. Okay. Hustle. Hustle. Hustle real hard. Come on now. Look at that. Look at that. Come on, confirmation. Come on now. Come on. Come on with it. Hurt ego is getting in the way. I just said that. Come on now. Come on now. What's up? What's up? It's causing family issues. Said that in the beginning. Because somebody is out here too busy winning. Okay? Somebody is out here too busy winning. Like, it don't even have to be like physical accolades. It could be like literally public recognition, and being a public figure. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else before we get to the analysis. Stop searching for external answers. Do I need to stop it there? I'm just gonna keep it. Oh, it's probably been said. Stop looking outside. Stop seeking validation from others. It's given stop seeking validation from others to validate your point. But there some healing is needed. Somebody is probably going to get interviewed. With this, later on down the line. Dark hair, dark eyes is a description of someone. Interesting. I get 2 more cards. Therapist, soulmate, proposal. Soulmate and proposal. Was the wife a therapist? I remember watching their show, but I had stopped watching it after a couple of episodes. But you know, once you get on them reality shows, you better make sure your relationship is solid for the most part, because majority, if not all, relationships have been coming towards an end when it comes to getting a divorce because of the reality TV. Because you're presenting yourself as one person when you're completely opposite behind closed doors type of deal, right? Okay, so what could be going on at the root? We got the 3 of Swords and it came out in the reverse. Lovers at the sacral. Five of Wands. With the Empress card. And facade. Ooh. Dang. We have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Alright, so at the root we have the 3 of Swords in the reverse. So with the 3 of Swords in the reverse is basically they'll be taking a step back regarding to their family. Like they'll probably be taking a step back from the limelight just to make sure all the legalities are taken care of, because it has caused the presentation of the family, because this is like the solar plexus is it's about the confidence, the everything about the self, the self-esteem, the self-acceptance, the self-identity, and the personal power of it all. The identity of the family is basically I don't want to say shaken to its core like that, but to a certain degree it could be, because shadow work is needed around that area. Possibly on the wife's end, because she had a root chakra like card that appeared for her, which is the slave card, in which she has to like it said in a guidebook, that she needs to see if she can she needs to go do shadow work and regarding to being a slave of, you know, authority and establishment, which is probably the rebel card came out for her in the beginning, or is there patterns within the ancestral lineage that has played out time and time again, and I guess it's with up to her on whether she can break that cycle of no longer being a slave to the establishment and how things are run, or how, and to take, basically to take her power back, and those in that sense. That's what I'm getting from that. Let's see, let's go ahead and get some clarification here, even though it's probably basically already said on that notion in that matter. Do I got these cards up right? That's way too many. The devil card is clarifying this with some strings attached. So again, it's addressing that shadow self, so that's confirming and reaffirming on the materialism or restrictions or some sort of obsessions and addictions that's playing a factor at the root of it all between the two of them, as well as each other individually, because this card, it also says, can also represent actuality and X. And of course with Judge Mathis, we have had this card coming out for him on that matter. So the challenge could be is to not give up on your dreams, which is why this card came out as well. Invest in your dream. Invest in your money wisely. Set your intentions. Changing direction is going to be a challenge in this matter. Okay, but it's important for them to not give up on themselves. And then, of course, we have a decisive moment. Will result to that. A decision is going to have to be made, okay, because it's time. And like I said, with the wife, it's up to her on whether she wants to either continue the cycle of continuing to be a slave or rebel and do what is best for her, and find her own sense of identity, okay. And that's probably why I just had these two cards set aside, because I was like, that's going to play a factor into that. And these cards, they already speaking for itself with other cards. Now with the Lover's card that is present with the sacral chakra region, we have the Lover's card, and it is a crown chakra card. So the Lover's card in this particular deck is more like a learning, it's on the learning aspect of a fool's journey. So that's interesting that it appeared in the sacral chakra region, because that deals with feelings and emotion, change, transformation, and intimate relationships. So regarding to their relationship with each other, with the Lover's card, it's it's about admiration, getting clarity, cosmic consciousness on that end. It could also represent, like in regular tarot, it can represent love, union, relationships, values, alignment. Are there, it seems like there is some discrepancies regarding to the spiritual alignment within them too, since this is a crown chakra and that's in the spiritual sector of the chakra system, and the sacral is in the physical essence of the chakra system. So it seems like there is some spiritual imbalance between the two of them. So let's see. what was the other card that came out? Possibly with this, enjoying the player life. Okay, and somebody is not investing their money wisely, which that is recommended there. So let's see what comes out for this. The Judgment card, heeding to the call. It is an awakening. Okay, so and look, Libra. We got the Libra symbol up here. Can y'all see that? Hold on. There we go. That Libra symbol up there that represents justice, agreements, and relationships in all form. So yeah, it's a judgment call. It's divine intervention, basically with these two individuals here. And then Uranus is dealing with drastic change. Okay. So this Uranus symbol up here, it represents drastic change amongst the relationship between the two of them. So the challenge is from this matter is the 10 of Wands. It's on the brink of collapse. Somebody is over it, and it's basically, especially when it comes to the responsibilities in this matter, they're done, they're overloaded, they feel burdened. And what is advised at the moment? Oh yeah, before I move forward with that, we have Saturn here. So Saturn deals with karma, restriction, discipline in all those forms. And then we have Sagittarius with expansion, growth, and trendsetter, free spirited energy. So it is regarding to Saturn, it's time for expansion, because yeah, it's time for expansion because of Saturn. Saturn is dealing with the father figure as well. It's at the brink of collapse. Okay. Because the foundation is at a brink of collapse. And it's time to venture out. It's time to get out and explore. Self-discovery is the I don't want to say decision. It's another pathway is being shown. Another course, another path is revealing itself, and it's up to them, specifically the wife, to either take the path or continue the cycle. Which again, the 3 of Wands is basically confirming this right here. The advice moving forward is to manifest your dreams with the 3 of Wands. Okay, manifest your dreams with the 3 of Wands. We have the Sun symbol, which represents with your creativity and generosity, and then we have Aries symbol that represents passion driven. So be passionate about your don't be afraid to have that creative impulse to level yourself up. Okay, travel for the pleasure of it and see how and see what unfolds for you in order to, well, it could ignite another passion driven project for, you know, for the couple or just themselves individually. With the 5 of Wands and the Empress card coming out, at the solar plexus region. So the Five of Wands, it represents conflict. So maybe some conflict between five people. The Empress, and it's probably been like vocally speaking as well. What was the blue card that came out? Besides this card here, I'm gonna slide that over there. There was a blue card that came out. So, all right. So there is basically some conflict, and on the creative spectrum on that regarding, and she, okay, this is what I'm getting just based on what I said thus far. It seems like there is a creativity issue on, maybe the wife wants to embark on something else that is a passion for her, and it seems like he would use his, oh my gosh, it could go either two ways. Okay, he could probably use his money and influence to either help her or defer her into not moving forward with the passion project that she wants to do. Like, I can, and with the Five of Wands here, she can be in conflict with five people, okay, in this matter. I wouldn't be surprised if it would be with her children in that matter. But with the Empress here present here, this is her, okay? So this, and it's probably been said that they don't love you like I do. Like, she probably have said this to Judge Mathis, they don't love you like I do. And with this mistake, it cost me what matters. That could be on his end, okay? She may have been overlooking some things, which that was, okay, it's coming together. Oh, y'all know how the old school would do it when it comes to infidelity and stuff like that. They would ignore the little details and keep it pushing until someone reaches their breaking point, and they really just want to be free of the agony that they face because they've tolerated for so long. Okay. Yep, I see it coming together. So, with the pride coming to a side, it has caused, an ego getting into the relationship. It has caused a breakdown with it has caused some issues within the family unit. Because why? Oh, where's that freaking card at? Because why? He has been oblivious to it for a long periodically time. She's been contemplating and planning on this, but she will come out whole in this matter, in healing and on a healing journey from this matter. Wouldn't be surprised if she embarks on being a therapist and being interviewed on what she has endured in her marriage as a gateway for her to heal in this matter. With this card here, obsession and addictions, it could appear that she had indulged in liquid spirits to numb the pain, allegedly. But I mean, I'm just based on looking at this card here, dissecting the card with her man, just look at the card with her man, even though it's the folks that she's looking at is being cut out, her man is basically frolicking with somebody else. And what do you do, what do some people do to cope with the pain? They indulge in liquid spirits. Okay, because the other person is able to get more attention than their spouse. Okay. Hello. Let's see. We have the Hierophant here. So again, that's bringing about marriage, programming, right and wrong, rulers, leaders, faith. In this matter, Taurus and Jupiter. Taurus is about being grounded, and Jupiter is all about expansion, luck, and abundance. The a challenge in this matter is basically fighting what you stand for. Is this worth fighting for? Making a stand, facing it head on, is the challenge that she's going to have on this matter. Because with the Eight of Swords, she's been in self-entrapment, and the negative thoughts has been paralyzing her mind, and it's up to her to find some luck in it. It's important for her to basically communicate how she feels, continue to communicate how she feels, and stand on it. Okay, so that way that'll be a form of regaining her confidence, regaining her self-worth, regaining her power, and that sorts of deal. Okay, so she can find her own sense of identity. Now with the Facade card at the heart chakra region, so this Facade card, of course the trees, I always relate to trees as ancestor energy, and then they're on the cloud. So you see this older individual is holding hands with a younger individual, so it's like holding hands with its younger self. So with the Facade card in specific, is talking about personal comfort comes within metallic energy and deep need to discover true self. Earthly values and care for others are also represented, or being cut off, and feelings may be a challenge. Recover who you are and rethink your journey. So at the heart of it all, with these two individuals, it's the inspiration for them is, are they unhappy in their relationship? And they may be relating to others through a false sense of duty, as well as giving up being something that you're not. Also, the personal inquiry they need to ask themselves is, what have they done to heal their childhood pain? Which again resorts back to this card here. Shadow work is needed. And yeah, this card is all about reclaiming your life and healing childhood pain, as well as disassociating from yourself. So regarding to emotional healing, because the heart chakra, yeah, it talks about love in all forms and compassion and empathy, but it also represents the emotional healing, the emotional aspect of loving oneself so you can love others. Because if you treat yourself bad, then you're going to treat others bad. So that's why it's important. If you treat yourself good, then it's going to radiate out through others as you begin to be of service of others. So again, The block solar plexus was highlighted that I set aside because there is a sense of controlling behavior and rigidness regarding to the love of one another. So let's go ahead and clarify that. So they need to be able to reclaim their lives, reclaim the relationship if they really want to, but it seems like it's time. It seems like on the wife's end, it's time for her to reclaim her own life. Okay, the Tower card appears here. The keywords it says on this card: a shocking event, a surge of energy, bankruptcy, immediate revelation, sudden upheaval, wiped out, destroyed, divorce and chaos. So yes, the divorce, it has been initiated. Okay, it has caused sudden upheaval, and it has been a shocking event because who would ever thought for them to be together for 39 years? Who would ever thought? King of Wands, natural born leader. This is Judge Mathis. He is an Aries, okay? He is a natural born leader, charismatic, a free thinker. And with the Moon card coming out is that there is some uncertainty at hand. There is some deception, some instability, and possibly some secrets as well. Because the Moon does withhold secrets. And also we have Pisces here. Pisces is at the top. And okay, so there's deep emotion here. Okay. So it's up to them to go with the flow in this matter. It's best for them to go with the flow. All right. Trust in their intuition. Go where they're needing. Go where they are led. So again, so they can, and also do the shadow work that is needed. Go deep within and heal what has been ignored for so long, because both of them had ignored the details, or willingly blind and not learning lessons. Both of them had those type of cards coming out for them. So both of them will have to do some inner work. Some shadow work is needed. Again, on the wife's end, she's just gonna have to see. We're just gonna have to see on whether she is gonna stand on business and move through the pathway of finding her own personal power, and whatever business venture that she, or passion driven project that is coming down the pipeline for her. I hope she is able to, come out strong and be successful with it as well. I wouldn't be surprised if she write a book about, because that's how you can find out things from their point of view, is if they write a book about it, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if she write a book about this, because they already had the reality show, but I can see her write a book about it, on down the line, and give it some advice for the young girls out there. Let's move forward with the closing messages here. So, what lesson is Judge Mathis learning? He is learning growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. He can do that with adversity by accepting that challenges are the best way to learn. What is his wife learning? The Death card, that she has learned that endings are merely beginnings, because purpose, she knows what she is here to do, and collectively What have they, what lesson have they learned within their marriage? Success. I know that there's no greater goal than to love and blame. I accept and to be able, and how can they do that? By accepting responsibility for their well-being in that matter. You see, again, the solar plexus being highlighted here again. All right, so that concludes the reading for Judge Mathis and his wife. Again, wishing them love, strength, and healing, especially with the wife in this matter. But comment down below your thoughts. Please be sure to like the video as a form of an engagement. Commenting is a form of engagement. Subscribing is another form of engagement as well. I thank you all for tuning in. For all the new subscribers, welcome, 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 and the returning ones, what's up with you all as well? I hope you all are doing well on this day and this forward. And always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, so you can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next one.